speaking of the Jags, Gabe, do you want to?
I mean, the Jags are right now. You want to talk about playoff preview? Jags are like 2 games behind. You're behind the Patriots, 2 games behind the Chargers, behind the Jets. But let's talk about this Jags game.
It's not about. But the thing is, it's not about the wild card. I think the wild card's gone. It's about the division race. So
let's talk about the game that you want to talk about, Julian. I know
I do want to start off. I do want to start off by saying I'm so glad you guys didn't pick the Jags. Because I swear to God,
I'm not picking them anymore.
Every time you guys don't pick them, they blow out a team. Every time you guys do pick them, they fucking lose every single time. So never pick them again.
Listen, we picked them based off teams they are supposed to beat. All right, we're not calling upsets. Yes. We're not, being crazy predictors, and we want
David and Goliath.
We're calling out teams they're supposed to win, and they always disappoint. But I'll give it to you, big win last week, and you guys beat the Ravens in recent weeks. So there's something going on over there.
Let's just say they gave Nashville the dick. So they whooped their ass. It wasn't even. I mean, mind you, this is a very, very important game. One, to keep your playoffs hope alive because the division is still up in the air. You're 2 games behind Tennessee, and there's 4 games left with a pretty favorable schedule left for the Jags. With Tennessee, with a tougher schedule left, and Tennessee has gotten worse. Tennessee looks so bad. I've been saying from the jump, I was surprised to even see the record that they actually had because Tennessee they suck, man. They have no offensive weapons. Literally, you get ahead of them and you get to the point where they can't run the ball anymore. They're like a deer in headlights. They don't know what to do. And that's the biggest, everybody's playbook is, everybody knows the Tennessee Titans playbook. They're going to run Derrick Henry. And if you get to a point where now you're forcing Tannehill to throw the ball to guys who were working at car dealerships just last week, you're not going to win. So, and that's what happened. And I've been saying it from the Jaguars have the most talented team in the division. Tennessee, yes, they have a great coach and they're a scrappy team, but the talent in Jacksonville is just undeniable. And clearly has the best quarterback in the division. And mind you, Trevor Lawrence is on fire. Over the past 5 games, he has been a top 3 quarterback in the league. He has 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and 1,600 yards in the past 5 games. He's been playing unreal. I think only Josh Allen has been playing better than him, I'm pretty sure. In the past 5 games. The dude has been playing. Even that game against Detroit that we were just talking about where they lost, it wasn't really his fault that they lost. The defense couldn't stop a fly. So, it was nothing on him. The guy still threw 250 yards and 2 touchdowns. So, as long as you have that guy, it just proves that you're still in it. And now with 2 games behind, with one of those games being against Tennessee, the final game of the year at Jacksonville, I think it's going to come down to that game.
Yo, Gabe, you want to hear something? You want to hear something funny?
You only need Tennessee to lose once, and then you're playing and then we play them again. At the final
you play them
again.
The final game of the year. So y'all got your chance. You're gonna lose one time. JoJo,
you know what's gonna happen in typical Jags fashion in that final game against of course the division rival, right? We already know, so we don't got to talk about that. But Julian's talking all this faith in his Jags. Meanwhile, this man left his tight end on the bench during last week in fantasy.
I know, bro. I was so mad.
My man's balled out. Think he had a 20 or 30 piece, and he left him on.
He had a 30 piece.
Yeah, talk about having
faith
I'm pretty sure in your Jag players. Unless you just want to tell the fans that you forgot to update your starting lineup. We'll take that.
No, I didn't forget. I was really on the fence because I had Njoku, and I was really on the fence between them two. And I just thought Njoku would have had a better game. He had a solid game. I think he put up 12 points, which for a tight end is not bad. I mean, that's what you want. But goddamn, Evan Ingram had a career day.
Yeah.
It's the best game he's had in his career, even better than anything he had in the Giants.
Fact.
The dude was just balling, and everybody's just getting better. And it's so funny. What made this game so satisfying? So Jacksonville hasn't won in Tennessee since 2013.
Damn.
Almost 9 years they have not won in Tennessee. So
Bro,
this game is even
worse
worse.
than your
like,
stat with the Colts playing in Jacksonville.
yeah, I know.
Like that's.
But at least now we broke it. At least now we broke it, and it's so satisfying too because
so that last game is at home.
It was the way they beat them. So and then I don't know if you guys saw like on internet and like social media and stuff at the end of the game when the fans started to leave the stands. Trevor Lawrence just looks up to the stands and it was just like
no shot.
Yeah, literally just saying
even
bye.
He's aware of the rivalry. He's aware of that rivalry.
He was even he was waving everybody. He's like, "Thank you for your hospitality." The strip was awesome. Broadway Street was awesome. The music's great. The food is great. I want to thank you.
My guy's a menace.
Yeah,
He's
my
a
business
menace
trip. My business trip is now over. I'm going back home. And then what even I like so much more is that at the end of the game when they tried to kneel it, Tennessee tried to get like all pissy, and they during the kneel they tried to like push them down and like fuck with them. But the boy Trevor Lawrence got up right in their face. It was talking mad shit. I was like, yo, this man is like this is his coming out like party. Like this past few weeks, man, the guy is just you're starting to see what is to come, and it's going to be a very bright future. So I'm really hoping that the Jaguars can afford to lose one game because Tennessee looks rough. Like Tennessee, like I said, they're going to play the Chargers. Can't remember who they play after that, but Jacksonville, we play the Cowboys, which is going to be a tough game.
Yep.
But you're at Jacksonville, which is good. Then you play New York Jets, and then you play Houston, and then you end the season off with the Texans. So it's a very possible like outcome. Like even if you say you lose to the Cowboys,
you could win the next three.
Titans are probably yeah. So and the way Tennessee's playing, and you're coming to it's gonna. I'm just saying, I'm just glad to be playing meaningful games in December. Even if they don't make the playoffs, I'm happy that they're playing meaningful games.
Because it makes it worth it to watch. You're not watching garbage time games late in the season, right? Like you're going to be on edge every Sunday looking forward to watching this more than you already do because you're a diehard, and we all know that. So, look at Julian. He's cheesing right now. He's taking it all in, right? It's reminding him of a few years back.
Bro, this is more wins. Bro, this is more wins than they had the past 2 seasons. That they've won more this season than they had the past.
Bro, listen, your QB1's playing like a QB1. What more can you ask for? You got rid of the head coach last season, right? You're starting fresh. You know what I mean? You guys are building up. You guys beat some pretty notable teams this season and kept every game close for the ones that you did lose. Yeah. Right? So if you guys
some of those games you shouldn't have lost.
Yeah, listen,
if you would have flipped those 2 of those games, or like there's at least 4 games in that schedule you should have won that you lost.
And with everything I just said about that team, I'm still not a believer. But I'm pretty sure we're still not believers. We're still not believers. You think I'm feeding his ego a little right now, but I'm still not there yet. Not yet.
I think I know the answer, but Julian, again, when did you just pull him out? When do you call the season and be like, yo, let's just go into next season healthy. We don't need Trevor Lawrence out there. Obviously,
once you're eliminated, as long as you got a shot, you got to go hard. Like until you're mathematically eliminated, bro.
Like the Broncos,
I could see a world where Tennessee. I could see a world where Tennessee completely loses out. I'm not even. Tennessee sucks. Like their record is better than they actually are. Like I can see that happening.
But as of right now, like I said, the Chargers and the Jets are still above you guys. So y'all think?
No, it's not. It's about the division race at that point.
All right.
We would. What would happen was that we would win the division either 8-9, 9-8. So the wild card's out of play. We are fortunate enough that our division is absolute ass. So that's what would sneak us in is that the fact that our division sucks. So yeah, we would get a home game. But if you do sneak in, you're most likely either playing Cincinnati or Baltimore. Cincinnati would be a tough game. I would like to play Baltimore again because you might have.
You think the Jets can get in a shootout with Baltimore?
Well, we've already beat Baltimore in a shootout, and so you already have that confidence going into that. And you're going to be at home. So, like, And I think Baltimore's a more beatable team. Joe Burrow and the Bengals are scary. Like, especially they're on a roll. Like, we should talk about them sometime, maybe next week or something. They've been killing it too. So I don't know if I would want to face them versus you might have an injured Lamar Jackson. It's a team that you've already beaten at home. Like, I would like that odds more than anything.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a tough road though for the Jags. I mean, I'm feeling like if y'all get 2-2, like I don't know how many more upsets the Jags can pull out of that
I don't think you
pocket.
can lose. You can't lose two. Like I said, you can lose this game against the Cowboys. You can lose that game.
The Jets at the Jets.
You got to win
York. Thursday night football. Oh man, you're gonna win on a short week like that? Thursday night football at New York.
I can see a world where they win it. Like I've said it over and over this entire season. I can see this team beat anybody, but I can also see this team lose to anybody. This is the same team that beat the Chargers, and it's also the same team that lost to the Texans. So it's like